Hello everyone, this is Hunter from Geek. I just want to do a little video walkthrough of the new iCloud feature incorporated into iOS 5. People have been having some problems with it lately. Basically what iCloud is it's kind of a synchronization between all your iDevices. And while it works great for the single person who has multiple iDevices, it doesn't work great for the family. So basically the way iCloud works is you have you put everything under one account. So that means if you have an iPad, an iPhone, and an iPod, what you do is you'd have them under all the same Apple ID as well as the same iCloud ID. So what would happen is when you're texting somebody on your iPhone and your iPhone's about to die, you could go and pick up your iPod and continue the conversation through it. Now, this would be great, but for families with people, I know a lot of people who have iPhones as parents, and so they're sending text messages and their kids on their iPods are also receiving the text messages, and that's not something that should be happening. So basically what we're going to have to do today is we're going to have to go and we're going to have to remove the iCloud account from the iPods or unnecessary devices. The good thing is that it's very easy to do and it doesn't take long. So, with that being said, I'll start up the video demonstration in a second. Hello everyone, this is my part 2 video walkthrough of how to change iCloud accounts on an iPod, iPhone, iPad, whatever you have. So, like I said, I like iCloud. I just don't think it's being utilized correctly in all situations with families. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that yes, I am using iCloud just to prove it. So what I can do is I have my iPod hooked up to my computer and I can share my screen with you. So I'm going to go into my Messages app and show you that yes, I do have text messages in there, and that yes, what I'll usually do is when my iPhone dies, I'll usually switch over to my iPod, so that way I don't have to go and find a charger, and it just works better this way. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my home screen and we'll go into settings, because that's all we have to do to go and change the iCloud account. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into settings. Once in settings, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the iCloud menu. It's right below general, so you click on that, and right in here it shows all the different things that are syncing with my current iCloud account. Contacts, calendar, reminders, you name it, it's got it in there. So what I'm going to do for the sake of this video is I'm going to take this iCloud account off my iPod. So I'm going to take everything off that came with it as well. So I'm going to say delete account. Yes, I'm going to delete it from my iPod Touch. Would I like to keep everything on my iPod Touch? For the sake of this video, no. So I'm going to delete everything off my iPod Touch that has to do with iCloud. Alright, there we go. It's deleting right now. So here we are again. And now that we've deleted the iCloud account that was previously on there, we can add a new one. So the iCloud account that we're going to add, basically the way it is you just add a separate Apple ID. So I'm going to take this old one out and I'm going to put in a new one. Let's see if I could ever learn to type. So then what I'll do is I'll click sign in. It'll start to verify it. So here I am, and it logged me into my new iCloud account, and now I will only get notifications on the devices that are on this account. But one of my favorite things about it is many common questions that I'll get are, well, if I change my iCloud account, that means that I have to buy all my stuff under that account as well. No, that's not the case. So as you can see, in my store account, I still have my previous account in here that I buy stuff off of, but my iCloud account is a whole different account. So that way you can have two different accounts, so you don't have to worry about messages overlapping, families, your children getting your text messages, or just iPhone madness throughout the house. So that's kind of your video demonstration of how to go through iCloud and to get it unsynchronized with the rest of your family or the rest of your iDevices. I'm going to run down the steps again. I'm not going to do them again. I'm just going to say them out loud. The steps are, one, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go in and you're going to want to go into Settings, iCloud, Delete Account. You're going to delete the old account out of there. It's going to ask you for a new Apple ID. Sign in with a different Apple ID than what your other devices are on. Once you do that, your iCloud should be sunk up. And you should double check in the store category that you still have the ID that you want to buy on. But as long as that's all correct, you should be good to go, and you shouldn't run into any of the problems of having messages being distributed throughout multiple devices. Well, if you want to drop me a comment and let me know how this worked or what you think of this video, feel free. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to keep on making videos like this for common problems that I run into, and we can go from there. Alright, thank you very much. And once again, I'm Hunter from Geek, and there should be more of these coming. Bye.